Hello, welcome back to Justin Talks Villa, and I'm going to start today's episode with an apology. As you all know, I'm trying to update all the equipment to make this podcast the best it can possibly be. So I've invested in a lot of equipment to try and help make it a good podcast. It's well lit, it is good sound, the video quality is good. And I did a video yesterday about Francesco Calvo, and quite frankly, it was very poor. And I've had a bit of feedback from a couple of people. No one's been rude or anything. They've been brutally honest, and they are totally right. It was poor. I got the camera position wrong. I got the microphone muted when it shouldn't have been. So I do apologise. I've deleted that video now. I'll have a quick chat about Calvo in a bit, but I want it to be good. You know, I want this to be a good podcast, informative, fun. I want it to be quality as well. So I just wanted to start off with that. Everyone's been brilliant with this so far. So there's going to be some mistakes along the way, but overall it's been a fantastic experience so far, and I just wanted to say sorry. So there you go. So Francesco Calvo, we'll just briefly touch on him because anybody that watched the video yesterday would know that I thought it was a great interview. I thought he came across really well. He's obviously a football man. He's coming from a good pedigree of other football clubs, so he comes in with a big job to do. We know the importance of revenue and increasing revenue at Villa to try and help us compete on the pitch is a massive, massive task. And I don't envy him in that task, but I wish him all the best. All I hope for is the Villa fans give him time and they give him patience. And as he said in the video, we are not going to agree with all of the decisions he makes, but he's going to try and be open and honest with it. And that's all we can ask for, to be honest. So we'll see how it pans out. We'll see about the decisions he has to make. Obviously, he replaces Chris Heck, who was a real divisive figure in Aston Villa's history. But I think he did a really good job. Overall, I'm not saying every single decision he ever made was the right decision. But I think if you look at the revenue streams when he came in to when he left, that essentially was the job he was brought in to do. And we only improved in that aspect overall. So we'll see what happens. We've obviously got the fan consultation group to be announced soon. I did apply for it and I haven't got in, which is fine. They've decided who they want to go with. And I hope whoever the 10 people are very, very good representatives for us and have a really good communication with fans and the club, and they build up a rapport with the club, which is something I tried to do when I spoke to Chris Heck. I know I've had a lot of stick over it. I'm not going to go over it again, but my opinion was at the time I had this amazing opportunity to talk to somebody in a high position at the club, and you know what was I supposed to do? Go in two-footed and call him every name under the sun when he did a decision I didn't agree with? That wasn't my philosophy, and I hope that's not the philosophy of the new fan consultation group, because I think you have to have open and honest dialogue together. Yes, you can fall out. Yes, you can disagree. I had two or three times with Chris in private messages where I said, look, I think this is wrong. I think you're going to get absolutely hammered for it. And to be fair, he always came back and said, okay, I understand what you're saying, but, you know, we've got to make that decision. He didn't give me the reasoning behind it. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes, but I wish him all the best, Mr. Calvo. Good luck at Aston Villa. You've joined a fantastic club with fantastic fans, and I think you're going to enjoy your time at the club. Right. So we're going to move on now to... I went to the club shop yesterday and I had a walk around. So I'm going to add this video in now and we're going to have a watch of it together. Hello. So I'm here, club shop, day late. Sorry for the disappointment, everyone, but work came first this week. So here we are. And the first thing is this absolutely fantastic canvas, which I haven't seen up close yet, which is bloody lovely, to be fair. All the old players, managers, William McGregor, Gary Shaw, Little, Dwight York, the European lads. Really, really nice. And you can buy either a small print, 70, medium canvas or large canvas. I mean, the canvases are really, really nice. They are quite expensive, to be fair, but the print's really nice. It's nicely framed, so that's good. So here we go. This is why we're here. Kit. I did ask on Twitter and on TikTok if anybody had any questions, so I'll do my best to answer the questions. It's very quiet here, I've got to say. What time is it? 20 past 10 on, what is it, Friday morning, and there's literally no one here. Right, absolutely loads of kids kits. Let's have a look at some of these questions, because some of them were about the kids kits. Right. Anyone about the kids? How much? No. Live stream? No. Europa League patches, come on to that. Long sleeves without cuff detail, yes. Europa League patches. The drone footage will come on Sunday. Junior kits available in store after 4 to 5 years. 4 to 5 years. We got the youngest I've got here seems to be 7 to 8. 7 to 8. 7 to 8. 5, 9 to 10. No. Oh, hold on. No, they're over here. These are the months. No, I don't think they've got 4 to 5 years. These are new, aren't they? Different style Sambas. I've just got the Adidas logo on them, on the tongue, and with the filler badge on the back. Interesting. And here's the main event, the long-sleeved Villa shirt, which has been much needed and wanted for a long time. It is very nice, to be fair. Some people are saying that this bit looks like it's just been stuck on, but you can see from underneath it is one piece of material. Although the top, this obviously is where the original short sleeve version ends. But yeah, it's really nice. I think I'll be getting the long sleeve version. The detailing is nice as well. And a few people moaning about not having the swirls on the arm of the long sleeve. Not sure really. I mean, if you can see the difference between the short and the long sleeve, you can see that the short sleeve is quite big, but the long sleeve has only got a very small cuff, so you'd probably struggle to get a lot of it on there, and that's possibly why it hasn't been done. But yeah, it's very nice. Very nice. I know one of the questions was, is there a pro version of the long sleeve? So I'm going to have to ask that. Is there a pro version of the long sleeve? Where's that, sorry? Are these the pro kits, are they? Just asking now.
What size?
Be XL.
Let's go from the back.
Okay. Are these the pro ones then?
These are replicas, the pro ones.
Okay, but you do long sleeve in the pro. Okay, that's fine. Yes, well, apparently they do long sleeves in the pro. So these are the pro shirts. So the difference seems to be this detailing under the arms. Does seem to be a slightly different claret. Am I
imagining it. It seems to be slightly dark. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera, but essentially the badges are the same. Weirdly, and I don't know whether anybody's the same as me, the standard shirt has got the Adidas stitched in, yet the Pro version is printed on. I would have thought that should have been the other way around. Or am I going mad? And obviously the standard version just is that. But the Pro version has got more of a mesh back. I don't know if you can see through there, look. You don't really get that on the standard. Anything different on the back? Apologies for the camera work, it's trying to do everything at once. The back is identical.
I said here the back is identical, but it obviously isn't identical, is it? I don't know why I said that, but you can see the way that the stripes on the shoulders come up to the neckline is totally different, and the back is cut differently as well, where the 1874 is. So it is pretty much different. I don't know why I said that, so I thought I'd just jump in there and correct myself.
It's very strange, isn't it? The Pro and the standard. And again, the Pro. That's the Pro.
I'm unboxing it right now.
Oh, okay. What's the difference of it? Is it just... Is that it?
That's all off this part. No, it's really, it's just a bit more breathable. So.
Yeah, it's a breathable fabric, isn't it? Yeah. And obviously under the arms, you've got that, like, detailing, haven't you? There's like that detailing under the arms. Yeah, and then the
I will also say, which I think I missed on this video, is it's on the main body of the shirt where the clarity is. You've got those sort of round circles which are sort of into the fabric as well. So there is that difference as well. So they are different when you really delve into them. But if you put two alongside each other on the wall and looked at them, you wouldn't see a lot of difference. I think that's probably where I was at with it, which is why I went for the long sleeve version. But I'll show you that in a minute after this video.
fabric's more breathable, so you can see through it, which I'm going to worry about because I'm not an elite athlete. Not yet, anyway. I'm getting there.
You know, just
Which you can't see that anyway, can you?
protect your neck.
Is that what it is? Okay, I think I'm going to go for the standard then. There's not a lot of difference, is there? Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the standard. Right, okay. So they do a Pro version in the long sleeve, but it's breathable fabric. There's this detailing on the back, and there's that under the arms. So that's about it. So I think I'm going to go for the normal version because there is a big difference in price.
Big difference in price, about £30.
So yeah. One thing I'm going to do as well, which I won't do on this video, is I'm going to do some measurements of the
the chop got really big.
pit to pit and of the lengths of them. Oh, that's nice. That's quite nice, isn't it? Nice fur jacket, bomber jacket. It's quite nice, isn't it? Might get one of them. Just normal leisure wear, this bit here. Somebody said they've got a lot of cheap training wear from last season. All right, here they go. So, what have we got? So yeah, there is quite a bit of the yellow and green, I suppose that is, isn't it? Tenner for that. 15 quid for the green one. 15 quid for the green one. I mean, this is good value, isn't it, really? Tenner for that. And that's 40. They're 15 quid on the top. 15 quid. 10 quid for the tracksuit bottoms. Oh yeah, 10 quid for these as well.
This was the women's
£10 for that one.
training wear from last season as
I
well.
don't know if I was a big fan of those colours, to be honest, but it's a good price if you want to get them. What we got here? Shorts, £15 for that. So yeah, there is a bit of discount going on if you want some of the last season's gear. So I think that's about it. So I'm going to go and do some measuring now. I've got the Ozzy Osbourne special editions in as well. Okay, I think that's about it for this video. So I'll do some measuring now, sort my kit out. Oh, this is the goalie shirt, which I've got to say I really like. Really nice, that is. And I've also obviously got that in a long sleeve as well. She's nice. Okay, right, I'll pack this up now and I'll go and do some measuring. And then my glasses are coming off my head here. And then I'm going to go home and do a video. So, speak to you all later. Up the Villa.
So there you go. And here, I can reach over and grab it, is the long sleeve Villa top, which I got yesterday. It's really nice. I have got last season's with me as well, so I can show you the difference. If I can just see this here, look. So I did go for the long sleeve version. And like I was saying, it's got the continuous bit of material underneath, so it doesn't look like it's just been stitched on to make the arm longer. There's just something quite nice about having the 3 stripes Adidas all the way down your arm. I did get the Europa League badges as well, if I could show you that, which is lovely. Now I've got 3 kits with Conference League, Champions League, Europa League. We've got the full set. So last season's, this season's. I think you can sort of understand why they went, and this is the pro from last season, I will say that, why they went for the white stripes, because I think you do need to differentiate between, because the essential shirt is pretty much the same. I know that the minute details are a bit different. If you didn't put the white stripes onto this season's, then there wouldn't have been a hell of a lot of difference. Obviously, we've got the gold piping, which is really nice, if you can see that. If I can show you that. Is that gonna... Oh, right, there you go. It's really nice, the gold piping. So yeah, I mean, in last season's, the pro kits are same as this year. They're sort of printed on Adidas stripes, and then this kit is stitched on, which again, I like the stitched on version. I like the stitched on nature of those as opposed to the stuck on version from last season. I'm trying my best to get it focused for you. But yeah, it's a nice kit. It's a really, really nice kit. It's safe. It's the colours are really good. The claret they've nailed over the last few years after having quite a few kits that were poor for claret, to be honest. I think Luke Roper absolutely nailed the claret for the first time in a long time, and since that point on, we've definitely seen they've got the claret a lot better. And I also managed to get a couple of bits of training wear from last season as well. So I got the this is for the gym basically, so it was cheap. They were tracksuit bottoms. They were £20, and then I've got the matching long sleeved sort of track top, if you like to match that. I think that was a tenner, which, you know, for the gym, just to chuck on when you're going out, is fantastic. So yes, big thumbs up from me for the Villa kit. If I could request one thing, if anybody from the club listens, which they might do, could we just have something a bit different next year? Claret and blue is always going to go down well with Villa fans' body and arm, But let's go back to a stripy kit, or just some. I know it's going to split the fan base, but let's do something a little bit different next year. Something really out there. I know it's difficult with Adidas because they use the template and then they throw it out to every single kit team that they sort of have in their stable. So yes, thumbs up for the kit. So I did do a little video as well, which I'll put in now, going out of the club shop, because they've finished now the outside bit, the area. It's all really nicely done. So I'll just put that in now, and we can have a watch of that.
That's it, all done. Shirt bought, can you see it? Shirt bought long sleeved with Europa patches, and a couple of last season's training wear gear, all done. Right, I will say while I'm here as well, they finished the exterior of the club shop, so I'll just give you a quick show of that. So that's the entrance down there now, which everybody's used to, but last season all this was barriered off. So if I come back a bit, you will see that it is all nicely finished. Some nice big planters here. I can imagine that once the north stand is done, that this sort of finish will be applied all the way across the car park, all the way across the warehouse. So this whole area, which is absolutely massive, will be a really nice area to be on a match day. So there you go. Right, speak to you all later. Up the villa.
Yeah, so there you go. It is really nice, the way they've set it all out, and I think once we see the warehouse moving on and become up to close to being open, all of that will be done as well in a very similar way, you would imagine, to the way the club shop area has been finished off. So yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice. It'll be good when everybody gets back down there for the first game of the season. So what we're moving on to next. Right, a lot of people have been asking about, when they knew I was going down, the next drone footage. So I'm going tomorrow to, I have to go every couple of weeks for work. So I always take my drone every 2 weeks. It's a good distance. It's been 3 weeks actually since I did the last one. But there hasn't been a lot of work done because of the concerts. So I'm hoping to see a bit of change. I had a quick look yesterday, but I couldn't see a lot over the barriers, but it seems that a lot of it is definitely progressing now a bit faster. I'll try and get it up and have a look at the pitch now that the concerts are done, see what condition the pitch is in. And I'll also nip round to the Holt End steps that have been done and try and do a bit of video footage there. Hopefully that'll be out tomorrow or Monday, but I'm filming it tomorrow, so that will be good. Right, we're going to move on now to the next topic, which is the Walsall friendly. I'm also going to do something else as well. Oh, there we go. Look. That was a quick change, wasn't it? So, basically, I'm going to have a quick chat about the Walsall game on Wednesday night, first pre-season friendly, the traditional curtain raiser to the season. So, we'll have a quick look at the teams that were out. First half team was Gauci, Barkley, Torres, Moreno, Bogard, Louis Barry, Tristan Rowe, Jacob Ramsey captain, Caden Young, Jimo Aloba, and Mosquera, who is interesting seeing. The players I really enjoyed seeing in the first half. I thought the best player on the pitch was, for me, was Ross Barkley. Showed his quality. He's really good on the ball. Technically a very good player, and I think if we can keep him fit, he could have a very interesting season, actually. Very interesting. So I still think Gauci will go out on loan again once we know what's happening with the keepers. Torres looked comfortable, as you would expect. Moreno did okay, but he's another player I expect to leave. Bogard, again, showed his versatility, playing in the double pivot. Louis Barry, if I'm brutally honest, looked lost up front. Both halves, to be honest, we didn't cause a lot of problems and we wasn't much threat. So he's another one I expect to leave. Tristan Rowe was looking forward to see. Didn't really get involved that much. Again, Caden Young and Jimo Aloba. good young players, but I think 21s is where they are currently, and they've got to maybe just kick on over the next 12 months. We'll see how they develop. And Mosquera, the young Colombian centre-half who played alongside Pau Torres, was an interesting watch. He's very much Pau Torres-like, very comfortable on the ball. Two left-sided defenders, which I always get told whenever I put on social media, you can't play two left-footed central defenders. Well, you can, obviously, can't you? Because you see lots of times two right-footed central defenders. So, yeah, he's another one I think is going to be in and around this season. So it's going to be interesting to see what lineup we see and what players we've taken over to Germany for the Hansa Rostock friendly, which is, as I'm recording this afternoon. And then we changed 10 players in the second half. And the second half lineup was Marshall, Mings, Garcia, Dobbin, Kamara, Hemmings, Patterson, Ozcan, Pavey, Carroll and Burrows. Again, very similar to the first half. We didn't cause a lot of problems. We controlled the ball pretty reasonably well. We all know we lost the game. Mings, again, looked comfortable. I do like Garcia, right back. I think he could have a good season. Dobbin, I expect to leave. Kamara, praying. Positive news today that hopefully this new contract, which we've been waiting for what seems like an eternity, is getting closer and closer to being signed. So that will be good if we can get that done. Hemmings was very good. Patterson, bit lost. Ozcan played at left back, but he can play left back or central defence. So I think we'll see him go on this tour as well. So interesting to see how he progresses. Pavey, decent. Now, the player who I really, really am looking forward to, and yes, I'm a bit biased, TJ Carroll. Keep going on about him. This kid has got a big future. Just my opinion. Good player, very good footballer. Played alongside Tyrone Mings. Reads the game really well. Very good passer of a ball. Very good passer of a ball out from the back. And I think I was actually talking to his mum and his stepdad after the game, and they were chuffed a bit that he got the call up to play in this game. And I said the only thing probably he's got to do is fill out, but he's just turned 18, so his birthday was pretty recently. And apparently during one of the training sessions, the coach staff was saying, we've got to try and bulk you up. But Mings stepped in and said, look, he's absolutely fine. He said he reminds me very much of me at his age, and he will just keep improving. So that's a very interesting one to watch. But huge shout out to TJ. Fantastic news for the kid to get that experience and exposure after signing a brand new deal as well. And Burrows did really, really well as well. So it was a very interesting first game. Absolutely not bothered about the result. It was minutes in the legs, getting a bit of time in them, and it was really interesting watching. Great to be watching the Villa again. Absolutely fantastic. So we will move on to our next subject now. Okay, so next subject. These I'm just going to briefly gloss over these. As expected, Enzo Barranchea is leaving on loan to Benfica, season on loan. It was widely reported it is with an obligation to buy at the end of the season. So I expect, provided he hits whatever targets are in that contract, I would imagine there's a certain amount of games, he will be permanently leaving to Benfica on what I think was reportedly a 5-year deal. So they're obviously rating quite highly, but seems like we're never going to see him play for Villa, and it's something we've done a lot over the last couple of years, and it moves me on to my next subject, which is the signing of Madu Kebe CISSE from LASK on a pre-contract agreement. He's going back to Austria to be on loan for the season, and then he will join up with Villa next season. Interesting one. Don't know a lot about him. Only played 10 games last season, but obviously this shows how the scouting network works and how we are now progressing with these deals, looking at bringing in the best young talent we can get to the club to see how they develop and if they are good enough, like we've seen with Mosquera and Ozcan coming into the pre-season with Villa this season. We saw Barranchea, we saw The Djelkovic, similar kind of things as well. Inning Junior, they either come in, go on loan, and I think those loan deals are very interesting. I think Oscan went back to his parent club and did really well, so he's going to be in and around the first team, especially in the pre-season. We'll see what happens as the season develops on. Mosquera didn't come in till January after spending time with his parent club as well. So I think that the idea is to try and back the judgment, go and get these players who they think that could potentially be good players. Then they go out on loan. They are checked up on very regularly, and then they either come back and they sit with the first team squad and we get assessed there, or they come back and they get moved on like Baranchea has. Hopefully, at the very least, we make a small profit, maybe a medium-sized profit on a lot of these players. So it's a good turnover for revenue sources as well. And if we can unveil one or two gems along the way, then that's an absolute added bonus. So very interesting the way that the Villa are now conducting their transfer business around the first team and 21s. It's very much a interesting way of doing it. Okay, next subject, and good news is Aston Villa have sold out once again of the season tickets, which is brilliant news. They added, I think they added an extra 1,000 tickets to the waiting list. My brother has benefited massively from the rejig of the waiting list. He went from 20-odd thousand to only a few hundred because he basically he bought tickets for every single game last season, and so his points tally went up. So he's been rewarded for that loyalty and for going to all the games, and he has now took up his season ticket for next season, and I know for a fact he's absolutely over the moon to be joining the season ticket ranks again, with which we were both for many years before he gave up because he had his son. I continued mine going. So it's great news for all those fans that have managed to get a season ticket for the first time. So congratulations if that's you, and look forward to seeing you down Villa Park soon. And one more thing before I come on to the final subject is the friendly. So as I say, as of now, it's just coming up to 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, we'll be playing our first away friendly at Hansa Rostock to celebrate, I do believe, their anniversary of their stadium, if I can find it on here without wasting too much time. Yes, 60th anniversary of the Ostian Stadion. So yeah, be very interesting after the Walsall game. I think when you see the away games in these pre-season areas, the squad they take does give you a good indication of where players are sitting in the hierarchy at Villa. So it's going to be interesting what players are in this team. I expect to see a very similar philosophy in this game too, probably different outfield tens in both halves as well. So that's going to be very interesting. I should be watching that later, sitting down and enjoying that. Right, might do a little video of it afterwards, maybe, to give my opinion on that game. Right, and now this is the exciting bit of news now. So, one of the main reasons I wanted to upgrade my equipment is because I've always wanted to do a phone-in type show where I get fans on and we talk about everything to do with Aston Villa. Everything. The idea will be once a week. I'm aiming for a Monday night, so after the weekend's fixtures. Obviously, if we play a Monday night, it might have to be moved to a Tuesday. But the idea is it's still in the stage of working it out. I've got a few good ideas. It's going to be just an interesting Monday for an hour and a half or so. So it's going to be around 7:30, 8 o'clock. I haven't decided what time to start it in about an hour, but it's going to be flexible if it's going really well and flying and there's a really good debate going on. Then there's no problem with just letting it run until either you get bored or everybody stops watching. So I did a lot of research. So I put a picture out of my desk yesterday saying that I'm nearly ready to go. And somebody noticed the burner phone, which I had. I've got another one on the way. So the reason for these are I should be able to connect 2 phones to my desk. So this is the idea, the plan. All the other phone hasn't arrived yet, and the cable hasn't arrived yet. So the SIM cards have come. So once it's all connected up, I should, this is the theory, have 2 phone lines, which I'll be able to bring in and out. So the phone numbers will be on the screen. It won't be my personal number, obviously. It'll be just 2 numbers for the phone in. And then I'll go live, and then we'll have a debating subject. We'll have maybe a funny question where people can answer. My idea for Monday will be, what is your unpopular opinion? So we can talk about anything we want. You know, if there's a bit of news breaking or there's interesting news from the week before, or when the season starts, it'll be talking about the previous game, talking points, how we think they played. You know, I'm a big lover of radio. I have absolutely loved being a part of the BBC Radio WM football phone-in, and I'm going to continue to be a part of that forever, hopefully. Love Daz Hale, Tom Marlowe, all the lads there. They are a fantastic group. And I wanted it to be a Villa one because I know that one's a West Midlands one. It's not going to be at the same time as that one. Not that I'm going to be any competition for them, to be honest, but I'm hoping it'll just grow as the season goes. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to do it, even if just 2 people watch it and 1 person phones in. We'll give it a go. And I have downloaded some interesting sound effects, if you like, to put in and out to hopefully make it more interesting. So see if you recognise them. Ready?
So it's all for play for still?
I think so. Do you want to bet against us?
That's the first one. Good old Ron Saunders. Unai. So if anybody's been negative, we'll be playing this.
No, no negative. Positive. No, no negative. Positive.
So no negative, positive. And then we can always put this rousing song in at any point if we're having a really good time. That one's a good one.
They say you don't choose Aston Villa, it chooses you.
There you go. And the last one, which is one of my favourites. I don't know when I'm going to use these, to be honest, but I'll just throw them in when I think they might be even funny or pertinent to the conversation.
The whole team rises to the man they call the Scottish Cafu, and that's exactly why.
So, if you've got any more recommendations or you think of anything that could go on the soundboard, please let me know. I can try and put them on. We've got the standard ones as well. Crikey, that's loud, sorry. Air horn, if somebody makes a good point. Okay. And someone makes a bad point. Someone makes a bad joke. Okay. Don't know why they would use that. And then again, somebody makes a stupid point. And then last but not least, is that a rubbish joke or a good joke? I don't know. I'm going to say it's a good joke. So there we go. A little bit of fun. Hopefully we'll have a laugh along the way. Hopefully we'll have some really, really good debating points and we'll get people on. We're not having any... I'm not going to say not having any negativity, because obviously if we have bad results and stuff, I don't mind people coming on and being negative. I don't want no nastiness, let's say that. We don't know nastiness. We want nice debate. We want funny calls. We want a bit of fun. I'm going to try and give some prizes away as well. I've got a really good prize for week 1. So I'm going to work out how to do that. It might be for the best caller, or I might come up with a question. So every person that phones in, I'll ask the question to, and maybe whoever gets the closest or something like that. So we have got some nice ideas to come. So I've rabbited you on for long enough. I think this has been a long enough show. Again, apologies for yesterday's episode. I think this one has been much better. And I am learning, so please forgive me if you got annoyed with yesterday's one. So if you need to get in touch with me about any of the talking points, justintalksvilla@yahoo.com. So if you've got any ideas, also in the comments section you can get involved in. Any ideas for things to add to the soundboard? So chants or funny things. I thought about maybe funny, what's his name? Neil Warnock's got some absolute banging one-liners out. But yeah, any ideas like that. So subscribe to the channel, get involved in the comments, drop this video a like, and there are memberships available if you want to support the show's growth. For those that have already joined the membership scheme, thank you very, very much. It's very kind of you, and I do appreciate it very much. It's gone. All the money is going towards improving the show, and that is what you are seeing now in front of you. So thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all very soon up the mighty Villa.